So the other day I woke up and saw I had a little comment here that said, "Go mining is a scam for me. I have 300 terahash and it does not pay well." It's kind of crazy to define a scam as something that does not pay well. Because by those terms, a majority of the jobs in the world are scams then, right? Working at a restaurant as a server, mainly working for tips, doesn't pay well, right? So that means your job's a scam. To him, that's what that means, I guess. I would assume so. And so, because Alexander believes this is a scam, we're going to go over the math to show why it's kind of the opposite of a scam and why putting your money in anything else would almost be a quote-unquote bigger scam. So for Alexander to get a 300 terahash farm, he would most likely have to invest about $7,123.18. The way I figured this out is I already have 115 terahash, so for me to add 185 terahash, it would cost me $4,392.63. We get that number, divide it by 185, that gives you $23.74. So we take that number, times it by 300, and this is most likely how much he's invested to get a 300 terahash farm. And with that, you get $17.79 daily before fees. So $17.79 times 365 is $6,493.35. That's pretty damn good if you ask me. Now, the service and maintenance fees are usually going to run at about 50%. It depends what your discount is, how much GMT you have to pay for your services and such. So I just put it at about 50%. We divided it by 2. You get $3,246.67. Divide your initial investment by that, you get 2.19. That's how many years it would take you to get everything back on your investment. So we take 100% of your investment, divide it by 2.19 equals 45.66 ROI. I don't know about you, but that is an insane number, especially even right here where it only says that you'll get about 43%. So far, it seems like you're getting about 45%. Now, if you were to be paying for your services and maintenance and Go mining fees, then you'd be getting all of this. You'd be getting 100% of that, which is a lot of money. It's a lot more money. Obviously, it's going to skew the numbers because you're going to have to buy GMT. There's going to be the slippage fees, the fees for actually sending it, yada, yada, yada. So it's easier to do it this way. But either way, for a 300 terahash farm, it looks like Mr. Alexander is getting a 45.66 ROI return. This is if he's doing solo mining. Don't know about anyone else, but that does not seem like a scam. And personally, that seems like it pays too fucking well, aside from being not well enough. That's just crazy to complain about a 45.66 ROI when beggars become choosers. So now that we've just gone over the math for his Go mining investment, let's go over what it would be if he invested into the stock market, such as the S&P 500, with a single share being about $600.56 and a dividend yield at about 1.21%. Most people know that the S&P 500 brings in at about 7 to 10% annually, adjusted for inflation, or 10 to 11% without inflation. So rather than choosing the lowest number of 7% or the highest number of 11%, I'm just going to choose 9%. It's the middle number, it's the easy one to go with, and we're not skewing it insanely. So with 1% of your investment times 9, you're only getting about $641.08 back annually. That's not too bad. It's only going to take you 11.11 years to get your return fully. And obviously, 100% divided by 11.11 years equals 9.0009%. So his return, if he invested $7,000 into the S&P 500, yeah, he'd be at about 9% annually. We're just going to do a little comparison of these two numbers, 45.66 to 9. My opinion is the 45 is a lot higher. And now let's do a little comparison if it was in a high yield dividend stock, such as this, DX, right here. A beautiful little example. As you can see, a dividend yield of 14.25%. In the stock market, that's just mind-blowing, to be honest. So as you can see right here, a dividend yield stock such as Dynex Capital, ticker DX, their price currently about $13.18. Actually, right now it's $13.19. Give or take. We're not doing exact numbers. Can't really, especially during the market, the prices are going to fluctuate. But with a dividend yield of 14.25%, we'll go back to his initial investment, $7,123.18. That brings you down to about 540 shares you can purchase. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. You get your initial investment divided by 100. 1% equals $71. So we're going to do $71 times your 14.25% equals $1,015.05. So with an annual return of $1,015.05 on just dividends, that's actually pretty good. That's very well. Now if we do our investment of $7,123.18 divided by $1,015.05, you get 7.017 years. So 100 divided by 7.017 years equals 14.25%. So now we're going to do a comparison again. This number is a bit higher. It's about 5% higher, but still, this one's 3 times higher. 3 times higher. So when someone says that GoMining is a scam for me, I have 300 terahash and it does not pay well. So I'm going to take the assumption that you might be in miner wars. You might even be in a clan that has way too much terahash to the amount of blocks being won. So you're just getting a lower reward than you initially would be. So I'm not sure if that's what you're doing or if you're kind of just being petty and saying that, I don't know, $17.79 a day in passive income doesn't pay well. It's just mind-boggling to me that someone says passive income at 45% doesn't pay well. That's just someone being petty and a beggar becoming a chooser. You can't do that. If you want fast money, guess what? That money's going to leave you as fast as it came. It's simple as that, because you don't have any financial discipline. You need to have discipline to make your money back. If not, everything's just a scam to you because you're not getting 100% every day, right? Don't be greedy and don't be needy, and you'll get the Bitcoin that you deserve. So remember, everyone, do not be the guy that says it does not pay well, because guess what? No one's going to want to give you anything if you're complaining like that.